Hi everyone, in the previous lesson we looked at simple interest, and now we're going to look at the other type of interest, compound interest. Now in reality, compound interest is the one that's used all the time basically, so this is the more relevant, important one. So let's have a look at the differences between the two. So first of all, there's a formula, the amount, so that includes the interest, equals the principal, the amount of money, times 1 plus the interest rate to the power of n. Now the difference between this and simple interest is basically as the amount owed or invested gets bigger, then the interest will get bigger, and as the amount gets smaller, the interest will get smaller. So we'll have a look at some examples. So let's say that we need to calculate the compound interest if we know if we invested, let's say we invested $1,000 for, say, 3 years, and it can be at 2% per annum. So at 2%, fix that up, 2% per annum. So let's have a go at using the formula. So we need to calculate the interest, the compound interest. So the total amount, including the interest, equals the principal, 1,000, times 1 plus the interest rate, well that's 2 on 100, and we need to make sure that the R and the N are in the same time units, just like with simple interest. So years and years, months and months, days and days, whatever it is, as long as it's the same units, that is correct. But with compound interest, it'll tell you. Normally, it'll say compounded annually or compounded monthly. It'll tell you what time units it is. So should have put this in here. We can say compounded annually. Okay, so it tells us what time periods we need. So it's in terms of years. So there we go. So our total amount equals 1,000 times 1 plus 2%, which is 2 on 100, to the power of 3. And type that into the calculator. Equals times 1,000. And what do we get? We get 1061.21. Okay, so that is the total amount after 3 years. That wasn't what the question asked for. It asked for the interest. So the interest is the extra money. We put in $1,000 and we ended up having this here. So the extra bit, so hence the interest is going to be $61.21. It is the extra bit of money there. So that's how we go about using the compound interest formula. We need to make sure that N and R are in the same time periods, and we'll have a look at one now where they're not in the same time periods. Okay, so let's say that we invest, so the principal, we invest $1,000 again, nice easy number to work with, and it is for, let's say 30 months, and it's at 12% per annum, and it is compounded monthly. Compounded monthly. So we need to calculate the total amount you will have after 30 months. So simple interest, the amount equals 1,000 times, now the interest rate, this is in terms of years, but the question wants everything in terms of months. That's in terms of months, that's good. So if it's 12% in 12 months, how much is it in 1 month? It will be 1% in 1 month. It's 12% in 12 months. So plus 1 on 100, and that is to the power of 30. And if this was an unpleasant number, I'd normally pick pleasant numbers. But let's say it was 13%, then you would have to divide 13 by 12, and that's the percent it would be per month. So if it was 13 divided by 12, it would be about 1.08% per month approximately. So yeah, whatever that is, you need to be able to convert. So if let's say it was 24%, then you divide that by 12. You're always dividing by 12 to convert to months, and so it would be 2%. So let's have a look at how this turns out here. So we can type this into our calculator. We've got them in the same time periods. So 1.01 to the power of 30 times 1,000, and we are going to have 1347.85 approximately. So that is the total amount, as the total amount up to 30 months. So it's not the interest. The interest would be the extra bit, but we weren't asked for the interest. We're asked for the total amount. The interest would be that bit there, $347.85. So that's a look at compound interest, and in the next video we'll bring it together. We'll have a look at both compound and simple interest.